Greetings and humble salutations, baddies, outcasts, cool kids, and all those in between. It's me, Alma, aka the girl next door, the queen of bees, and that girl, the glamorous one. And I'm so excited to share with you guys, I am going on my first date officially as a girlfriend. I've been going on like a journey, honey, a journey. So as we chit chat about that, we are going to beat the face. Y'all gonna have to be my eyes because y'all know I do not do my makeup with my glasses on, but I also don't have no contacts, so y'all keep me lifted in prayer, okay? Amen. Be right back. For the girls next doors with taste, listen, e.l.f. putty primer is for the girls that have texture. Power grip primer is for the girls that know they're about to rock their look all day long. So I like to double prime. I'm also a girl that is wearing so much SPF right now, so I'm sure my skin is like humming. But essentially, as we start to prime, let's talk about how we got ourselves primed and ready for this relationship. So I have been going through a really horrible breakup. Anybody that follows me on TikTok knows that, I mean, at one point, I'm pretty confident you could have gone through my videos and been like, I just got broken up with, I just got broken up with. You probably could have got wasted watching those videos, drinking every time I said something of that nature. But I realized in a time I like went into like a really deep depression, like dark night of the soul level depression. And it was really because I realized that I spent a year of my life with a man that I loved, and albeit he loved me, he was not in love with me and didn't really give a about me. And that is sobering because it makes you realize like how little you actually like yourself. I know that was a truth bomb, but honey, I'm only telling you it because it happened to me. That I wasn't really dating, I wasn't seeing anybody, there was no like nothing. I think I went on a grand total of one date. Oh well, I kind of reconnected with my childhood sweetheart, but I mean, I feel like we always reconnect after one of us goes through a breakup, so it's kind of one of those things. But it was very innocent. We were literally like having sleepovers and hanging out. It was really sickening. But even that, I started to feel like wasn't what I needed to be doing. Now I'm taking Thread Beauty in 200. I'm using this as contour. Just found out that contour is cool tones and bronzer is warm tones. I was like, I feel like I knew that, but I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Like how you unconsciously know something. Is it unconscious or subconscious? We don't know. Anyways, back to the original. What happened to the plot of the original plot of the movie? I kind of took a step back from that, and I was just taking a step back from everything. Like, it was so weird. It was like all my exes kept popping up. I tried to kind of reconnect with my big ex. Everybody has like a big ex. Like, we almost got married, we were together the longest, like my big ex. And I don't know, I had this moment where I realized that I really like men that don't really like me. Like really, like not in a, you know, a super obvious way, but like subtle things. Like, you love me but you hate my voice. You love me but you feel like there's room for improvement, but the room for improvement is a complete overhaul of like my personality. You don't just say you don't like me, just say you think I'm pretty and I'm a good vessel for, you know, your wife, but like I'm not actually who you want. You know what I mean? Anyways, so I spent the last couple of months really getting into what I call my girl next door energy. Girl next door energy is all about being your most authentic self, and the way to do that is to stop being so politically correct. Now, I'm not saying go around and be problematic, like absolutely not. That is not what I'm advertising. What I'm advertising is learn to agree to disagree. Stop being so freaking agreeable and stop just going along with things just because you want something to turn out the way that you thought it was. If somebody isn't giving you respect, if somebody is hurting your feelings, if somebody is doing something to you that affects you in a very real and like penetrating way, you can't just ignore that. You have to address it. And I think sometimes, especially, you know, in the culture that we live in now, because everybody is so anti-rejection, everybody is so, you know, non-confrontational. I know me personally, I absolutely hate confrontation. You know, we end up just going along to get along. And I'm here to tell you, stop doing that. Literally stop doing that. If you want to be with somebody and you want to be taken serious, don't fall into the trap of, you know, doing something that you're not really comfortable with or you know isn't really gonna help you. Like for me, I was celibate for 9.5 months, but the reason for that had little to do with sex and more to do with self-control to me, because I had gotten to a place where people didn't even have to really impress me. I believe everybody should be as sexually liberated and as fluid as they want, but I don't know. I wanted something real. I wanted something that wasn't something that just anybody could get. But I also hated how I felt. You know, I hated hookup culture. I hated online dating and feeling like any false move you make could lead to you being blocked and never talking to a person again. And I think that was really difficult for me. That was a difficult thing for me to navigate. And I got to a place where I was so numb that I didn't even realize I wasn't feeling anymore. Maybe some of the reason why it was so easy for me to gravitate towards those people is that how they treated me felt familiar because that was how I was treating myself. I think that's something that a lot of us do. We only celebrate ourselves once we accomplish something. We only give ourselves praise or allow ourselves to enjoy life when we feel like we've done it. And it's like, no, like there has to be a balance. Like there has to be a 50-50, a give and take of, you know, yes, I need love and affection and I need love and care, but also I deserve those things. I don't need to work for those things. I deserve those things. You only hit me up when I post a new picture on Instagram. This probably isn't gonna work. If you needed to be reminded of me, I'm not the girl for you, you know? And I think that was really hard because it was lonely. It was lonely. It was not an easy 9 months. There were many times where I was talking to people that I had no business talking to because I was lonely and I wanted the approval and validation of somebody, just somebody, anybody being there. But then the more and more that somebody, anybody would be there, it would literally just be anybody. You know what I mean? Like it's just anybody is now allowed into your space. And it's like, nah, like loving yourself is saying no to things that you know you don't deserve. Loving yourself is accepting that you're not always gonna have the answer. You're not always gonna do the right thing. You might make a mistake. You might freak it up. But guess what? You're so dedicated to enjoying your life and having experiences that rejection or things not working out the way you thought doesn't really matter. Look at this mug. You girls need to subscribe to the tribe. Another thing that I want to say is to all the girls out there that are healing, to all the girls out there that don't want to get their heart broken anymore, to all the girls out there that are tired of feeling like the butt of the joke, I'm with you, I see you, and 100% you're allowed to be a lover girl. You're allowed to be somebody that wants love and desires love, but you also have to be somebody that lives in your truth enough to say, this isn't working for me, I don't like this. And like, it doesn't mean that that has to end, but how you communicate to somebody and how they respond to you should be the indicator of how that particular relationship goes forward. So before my boyfriend, whenever I would say I don't like something, somebody would usually respond and say, oh, well, I didn't mean it like that, you're being sensitive. You know what my boyfriend says when I say I don't like something? I'm sorry, baby, that was not my intention to hurt you. You know what men would say before when I said, I'm thinking I'm gonna be celibate until I have a boyfriend. Well, you'll never get a boyfriend if you're gonna be celibate. Do you know what my boyfriend said when I told him I'm gonna be celibate until he's my boyfriend? He said, I'll wait for you as long as you want because I like hanging out with you. Be with somebody that freaking likes you and you like them. That's also important. You are supposed to like the person too. We're so gung-ho about somebody liking us and being validated by somebody caring for us that we never take the time to actually think, do I like this? The answer might be no, but you might be so used to chasing after people's affection and chasing after their validation that you don't even realize that you don't even freaking like them. Take a minute, pray, recenter yourself. You got this, sis. Check out this 15-minute mug. I am freaking gorgeous. This is giving girl next door realness. And don't be afraid to be your authentic self. It takes courage, it takes guts, but you can freaking do it. If I can do it, you can do it, babes. Okay? I love you. I hope you guys had a great time watching. Make sure to subscribe to the tribe and check out my description box down below if you're interested in any of the products that I use. Okay, bye.
Oh my goodness.
Back. So
it's like one hell of a, yeah, it's like